WWE, I applaud you for your show last night. You gave us quite a few surprises. Triple H going out to the ring. A lot of people were expecting him to have re-signed CM Punk. We heard about Punk at Comic Con. Um, so we were all watching that segment, expecting CM Punk to come back out with the title. But surprisingly, Triple H announces that it was JR that had gotten re-signed. I mean, I know me personally, I was a bit disappointed. Not because I have anything against JR. I'm glad to see him back in the commentary booth. I'm sure he'll inject life into these matches again, you know what I'm saying? But, we were all expecting Punk, um, you know, and then R-Truth comes out, Triple H delivers a funny promo, at least, in my point of view. But, then he announces that a second wrestler had been re-signed. That one was more predictable. We all know that R-Truth had put John Morrison out of commission for a while. So that one really didn't surprise me. I was expecting to see John Morrison come out. But, at that point, I wasn't really expecting much. Of course, you had the main event, though. That's when things finally got interesting. For all the slack, for all the flack that John Cena catches about not being a great wrestler, I thought he wrestled a good match last night. You know, but it was clear as day that he was going to gain the title back. The thing that surprised me about this, though, is that a lot of wrestling sites were reporting that Rey Mysterio was, set up for a big push. But, I guess if given in the title for an hour and a half is a big push, if this is what they were talking about, it's a bit of a disappointment. So John Cena wins the match. And then, we're expecting the show to be over at that point. But then Cult of Personality by Living Color hits. Now, I didn't have a clue who it was. But, I find out that there were quite a few Ring of Honor fans that knew that it had been CM Punk's old theme music in his Ring of Honor days. And, I'm sure, they were, pretty ecstatic about seeing CM Punk come back. And then, the rest of the crowd finally got to see his face. And they're like, oh, CM Punk, finally. The surprising thing about this is, I wasn't expecting him to come back. He was only really out for 1 week. I was expecting that, for it to at least last until SummerSlam, about a month. But, nonetheless, CM Punk is back, which is great because I'm sure there was a lot of people that, saw that, CM Punk is what's getting WWE going, and he's finally sparked interest in a product that has been criticized much for catering to the younger audiences. It's obvious that CM Punk at this present time is making WWE worth watching. We need him. He might not have been out for as long as we expected, but he's back. It's great. When he finally enters the ring and, Cena lifts his title, boo, thumbs down. And CM Punk raises the title. The crowd starts cheering. So, it's obvious that CM Punk, take nothing away from The Rock, CM Punk has become the people's champion. We're behind him. The internet wrestling community is behind him. I had nothing personal against Cena. It's just I was hoping that they wouldn't place the title back on him. But I see this going much the same way that Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels went for the Intercontinental title. This storyline is probably headed to, who's the true champion. Um, you know, the thing to me that stood out is, they left that at a cliffhanger. CM Punk didn't cut a promo. Neither one of them spoke, which, I thought they effectively used this method. It'll get more people to tune in next Monday to see what CM Punk has to say. I think WWE's finally got the ball rolling. They finally know what they're doing. Let's just hope they don't screw this up. The world is watching, and so I hope everybody tunes in next Monday. I will be back here next week to give you my thoughts. Peace.